All the shit I got on my plate, but they keep bringing untruths.
I'm ready. Hey you guys, it's Jessica, and for today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my 10 tips on how you can grow your hair longer and faster. All the tips that I'm going to be saying in this video are things that I do on a regular basis, and they're really going to help your hair stay healthy and prevent breakage, because the only way that you can grow your hair long is to prevent breakage. If your hair grows and then it just breaks off, it's not going to look like it actually grew, even though it did grow out, but it's just breaking off. So I first want to say please subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and also please turn on my post notifications. That way you'll get notified every single time that I post a video. Yeah, anyway, so we'll just get started into the video. So tip number 1 is to moisturize your ends every night. So your ends are the driest parts of your hair, and so the ends of your hair are most prone to breakage and like getting split ends because oil comes from your scalp. So therefore, if you don't put any oil on your ends, it's never going to get to your ends. So therefore, they dry out and then they break off. So if you moisturize the ends of your hair every single night, then your ends will not be dry and brittle, and then they won't break off. So my favorite moisturizer is Moroccan oil, and this stuff is so amazing for your hair. Let me open the box, but this is what it looks like. And so this stuff is like really good for your hair. It's kind of expensive though, but in my opinion it's worth it. It works wonders for my hair, and it keeps it looking shiny, and then it also keeps your ends from breaking. Okay, so my second tip is to shirt dry your hair instead of using a towel. So when you use a towel, it really dries your hair out a lot. But when you use a cotton t-shirt, it can dry your hair, but it's not going to dry it out completely. So that way you still have moisture in your hair. So whenever I get out the shower, I always just take a t-shirt and then just wrap it around my head. And it's so much less damaging to your hair than a towel. So I highly recommend using a t-shirt to dry your hair instead of a towel. Okay, so tip number 3 is very important, especially if you have natural hair. My natural hair, it like mats up a lot. So right now I flat iron my hair, so yeah, it's straight, but normally my hair is like in its natural curl pattern, and so I just leave it out and it'll mat up a lot, especially if I don't like comb it or finger comb it every single day. So my third tip is to finger comb your hair instead of using a comb. And so if you feel like you must use a comb, use a wide tooth comb. Do not use one of those thin tooth combs. Like, that's just gonna break your natural hair off. You do not need to do that for your natural hair. But in my opinion, I highly recommend just like finger combing your hair. So like you just go through your hair like this, and then it's like doing the exact same thing that a comb is doing, except it's not gonna break your hair, because when you use a comb, it just like it forces its way through your hair pretty much. But when you're using your fingers, you can be as gentle as possible and make sure you can work through every single knot or mat that's in your hair. So my fourth tip is to use a satin pillowcase. So this is what I sleep on every single night. It's a satin pillowcase, and I also wear a bonnet as well, but sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and then my bonnet will be completely off and then my hair's just out. So it's always good to have extra protection for your hair, and just use a satin pillowcase on your pillow every night, so that way if your hair does come out of your bonnet, it won't get damaged by brushing up against your pillow. So yeah. Okay, so for my fifth tip, I use biotin pills to grow my hair faster. So biotin is a vitamin that is necessary for hair growth and also for your skin and your nails as well. Biotin is only helpful for your hair if you have a biotin deficiency, meaning if you're getting enough biotin in your diet already, then if you take biotin pills, then you probably won't even see a difference with your hair growth. But if you are biotin deficient and you take biotin pills, then your hair will grow so much faster. So I'm taking the 5,000 microgram biotin. And so another thing that I want to warn you about these pills is that when you take them, you have to drink a lot of water, because what it does is it causes like your skin to produce a lot more oil, and your scalp as well. If it's making your skin produce a lot of oil, you'll notice that the skin on your face is also getting oily, and then you might break out. So that's why it's really important to drink a lot of water to prevent your face from like breaking out and getting pimples. Okay, so my next tip is do not wear tight hairstyles and just keep your hair loose. Like, if you just have your hair just laying out just like this and you do not touch your hair, then your hair will grow faster. The more you play in your hair and tie it up, put tight hair bands and put braids and weaves, it's gonna cause your hair to break and shed. So it's best to just leave your hair alone, don't touch it, and if you have to tie your hair up, then at least tie it in a loose bun or a loose ponytail. Do not tie it too tight. For my next tip, these are the shampoo and conditioners that I've been using lately, and they're sulfate free. So that's really important for your shampoo, to have sulfate-free shampoo. And so is this this is the shampoo. So do not shampoo your hair every single day. I only shampoo my hair maybe like once a week or once every other week, but I mainly just do like co-washes with conditioner. That way you're not stripping the natural oils out of your hair. So just make sure that if you're using a shampoo that you're using a sulfate-free shampoo. For my next tip, deep condition your hair at least twice a month, and you can also do hot oil treatments. So my favorite kind of oil to use to moisturize my hair is coconut oil, and a lot of people use a lot of different things like olive oil, castor oil, argan oil, and all of that, but you guys need to read up on those oils, because some oils are moisturizers and some oils are sealants, meaning if it's a moisturizer, it's actually going to put moisture in your hair, but a sealant is just going to lay on the outside of your hair and not penetrate the hair shaft. So this is because the molecules of certain oils are too big to penetrate the hair shaft, and they cannot like get through, so they're not even moisturizing your hair. They're just sitting on the outside, and all it does is just cause product buildup. So I can't remember every single oil off the top of my head, like which kind it is. So I do know that coconut oil is a moisturizing oil, so it can penetrate the shaft, but olive oil, I know that one is a sealant. So if you're using olive oil to moisturize your hair, make sure that you're using like a moisturizer before you add the oil. Otherwise, it's just gonna like sit on the outside of your hair. The point of a sealant is to seal the moisture into your hair, and so if you have no water or moisture in your hair, then the sealant is not gonna be, the sealant is just gonna be sitting outside your hair. You're just gonna have dry hair with product buildup on it. My next tip, I'm sure y'all have all heard this before, but do not put too much heat on your hair. So I know I have my hair flat iron right now, so I kind of sound like a hypocrite, but this is only my third time flat ironing my hair this whole year in 2017. I flat ironed it in January and then again in like February, and then I took a whole like long break all the way up until August. And so yeah, I haven't put any heat on my hair. And so if you're natural, you're gonna notice that your curl pattern is gonna loosen up every single time that you put heat on it. So just try to avoid the flat iron for a little bit. My last tip is one that I'm also sure you all have heard before as well, and that's to trim your ends. And oh my god, I hate getting my ends trimmed, because sometimes I feel like it's like your hair grows, and then it's like you just have to trim off all your hard work of like your hair growing and stuff. And that's kind of what I felt like. So I felt like my hair like wasn't growing, because like every single time I would trim it, it would just go back to the length it was. But the important thing is you don't want to just have long hair. You want to have healthy hair. So you don't want to have like split ends and just dry hair that's just long and hanging off your back. That's gonna look awful. It's best to have short hair that's healthy than long hair that's brittle. So make sure you're trimming those ends. So that concludes this video. I really hope that these tips helped you, and if they did, please give this video a thumbs up, and then also share this with your friends and family so that way you can help them too. And so like I said before, please subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I'm going to be coming out with so many more videos, so check out my channel, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.
Diva, about to set it off and then I'll fuck her right now. Michael Jackson, swear to God, I got the glove.